Welcome back to my channel. In this video we are doing part 2 of painting the complete McLaren 650s. We're gonna paint the body itself, everything that's attached to the car, pretty much spray it in this episode. And part 3 we'll do all the bumpers, all the trim, all the rocker moldings, everything that's taken off. I'm gonna start prepping this car, get it ready for paint. If you missed part 1, I'll post the link in the description. In part 1 we jammed all the used parts that we bought, we installed them on the car, and this is what it looks like. So now we're ready to prep and paint the body itself. We're gonna shoot the whole entire car, and by the time we're done with it, it's gonna come out looking new. So stay tuned. I'll show you guys the process and how I go about painting the car. So now we're ready to prep the car. Everything is either primered or factory paint, so we're gonna prep the entire car using a 600 grit DA. Pretty much just gotta block the hood out because that's where we had the repairs done. And here we had a small repair done. It was nothing major, so I don't have to worry about blocking that out. So yeah, pretty much just focus on the hood, making sure the body work is straight on that. Other than that, we should be good to go. Just gonna take this off before we paint it, and the rear bumper. So yeah, the car's pretty much stripped, ready for a fresh coat of paint. Got the front end masked up. Now we gotta finish with the engine compartment and the quarters, and we'll be ready to pull the plastic over it, so almost there. Alright guys, this McLaren 650s just took #1 spot in my most difficult and tedious, time-consuming cars to mask. There you have it. Very intricate, detailed process in masking, back taping. I've painted a quarter before, but masking the whole entire car is just a whole nother level. It took me a while. It's almost 10 o'clock, but I'm finally ready to spray, and I ain't going home till it's finished. We're here for the long haul, so nothing worse than coming in the morning and knowing you have a car in the booth that needs paint. My favorite part to coming into work in the morning is going in the booth and checking out the finished product, not starting the day off trying to paint a car and then having it dry half a day. So we are painting this car no matter what. It's going down today, tonight I should say. Almost 10, 9:41. Anyways, yeah. As I was saying, it's got these it's got these intricate body lines that need to be masked up. Take a look. For example, we got this door into the quarter with the arch underneath there. You gotta back tape the door. You got like a scoop in here, so you have to back tape that. This one was simple. Vlad took off the rubber seals and I just put my 3M foam masking tape. And then this is another part. Pretty much there's a window there, so you kind of have to mask that up. And pretty much this section, I'm gonna be painting kind of blindly, just by feel. Anyways, you got these two quarter sections, and we got these things sticking out. We didn't take them off, but I wrapped foil around them, so we have to kind of paint around them. It's also difficult. You kind of have to remember where your gun is, because a lot of times when there's something sticking out and you're going to be shooting the panel this way, and then when you get here, you're going to hit it as you're pushing clear, and that's how runs happen. So you have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to stop before you get there and start shooting clear at a different angle. So also we got like underneath here, these quarters are a pain in the ass to paint if you're just doing like a quarter on a normal car, because you got the trunk here, the lid, the trunk lid's here, and then the spoiler goes over the top, and there's no way to get in here. So most people, if there's damage here, they'll break it on this line here on this side. I'll show you. So yeah, if first say I had damage here and this car was put together perfect condition, we're just painting the quarter panel, I would most likely break it on this line, because it's a nice sharp line. That way we get to avoid of going into here and into here. And actually I did this on a Mantis green McLaren 650s. It kind of had the same damage. It was right on the wheel well, and I just blended the paint here and then cleared the quarter on the line. That way we didn't get into the spoiler and the bonnet. So yeah, these McLarens are yeah, you know, we're gonna give it a final wipe down. We have some trim pieces. These two, this piece and this piece go in the trunk, and then this is the windshield pillar piece. We got the gas door, and then some other trim pieces Vlad gave me. I don't know where those go, but we're gonna shoot some more pieces. That way we can at least start piecing it together so parts aren't laying around. Yeah, so that's our dealio. So my game plan is, you gotta have a game plan how you're gonna tackle this job. Pretty much everything is primed, sealed, and our original paint. So I'm not gonna put sealer on anything. We're just gonna mix up a gray shade base coat. Spray the areas that have the transitions from paint to primer. That way our paint matches. For example, here I'm gonna spray gray shade base coat there. That way the hood and fender match. Same on this side. So pretty much anywhere where there's color and primer, I'm gonna feather in the base coat in the gray shade before I apply my orange paint. So it's gonna be a lot easier to cover and we're not gonna see any primer underneath. That's the plan. I'm gonna go mix up my paint and we'll start spraying. Finally got painted. Wow, it looks amazing. The finish is beautiful, color is amazing. It just shines like it should from the factory floor. Very happy with the job overall. The finish came out very clean, very glossy. Let's take a look. Took me about 6.5 hours to do, from getting it in the booth, masking it, spraying it, and clearing it. The masking job took a little longer than expected. Like I said, there's a lot of back taping. It's the whole complete car. And this car has some interesting curves that are kind of difficult to mask, so it took me a little longer than I expected, but I kind of set my mind to get it done before going home. It was a late night for sure. It's the next day. I'm glad I stayed. I'm glad it's done. I can pull the car out of the booth and move on to other projects. The biggest job is always painting the car itself, and then all the little bumpers and trim pieces are not a problem. I always want the car itself to come out flawless because nobody wants to redo a complete car. That is why when I paint the car itself, I take my time, I do proper masking, proper cleaning, so I don't have any kind of reactions, any kind of dirt, and to make sure the car turns out flawless, because a little trim piece, it's a lot easier to repaint than, you know, having the whole car in the booth again, masked up and prepping. Everything was painted all at once, so everything is uniform, everything matches. I'm gonna start unmasking this car. just like that, 3.5 hours to mask it and 3 minutes to unmask it. McLaren forever left the mark on my mats. The orange McLaren. Not forever, until the next mat change. That is it for part 2 of our video for painting a complete McLaren 650s. The body is done. All we have left is all the bumpers and the carbon fiber goodies. So that's going to be part 3 of our video. Stay tuned. You guys don't want to miss it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and leave a comment below. Also, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any new videos. That is going to be it for today. See you guys on the next one.